Hi Sagittarius, happy early birthday and welcome to your November 2019 Astrology 33 bonus love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all that. And also for those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for all the information on that. Alright, as far as what we have in front of us, we have what I call a bridging the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side here represent your energy towards the connection with your main love interest. The cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. And these are the past energies, present energies, future energies. After we get through those, we'll actually attempt to pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as for the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Alright? And also, since this is a general reading, if you feel like the cards on this side sound more like the other person's energy and this sounds like your energy, definitely trust that too, since it is just a general reading. Alright? So with that out of the way, starting with the past energy on your side, we have the Eight of Arrows. So this is the equivalent of the Eight of Swords energy. And this can just be saying that maybe you felt unable to move forward toward them one way or another. And it can't even be saying that maybe you were just a little bit gun shy about committing to them, because this is a card that represents Gemini energy. And for you guys, that's your 7th house of relationships. So, it could just be saying that as far as maybe you guys got along fine and everything, but maybe you just felt a little hesitant to actually move forward into a committed relationship with them. That's one way the energy could be playing out. And another could just be saying maybe you were just a bit shy in general for whatever reason around them. Because to me, if you think of those arrows as representing communication coming in, it's like she's not even looking at it, So a few reasons why it could be coming up. But like I said, it could be that, where either you're just hesitant to get into a relationship with them, or maybe you were interested but just were, for whatever reason, you felt a little bit shy when it came to communicating with them. Seems a little unlikely for you, but I do have to at least put it out as a possibility. Past energy on their side, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel. So, the Three of Pentacles is a Capricorn energy, and it represents building something stable and long-lasting. And then the Wheel of Fortune, it represents Jupiter energy, which is your ruler. So, can just be saying that maybe their luck turned around and they were feeling comfortable to pursue a relationship at that point. Or, of course, it could just be pointing to that this could just be saying quite simply that they wanted to build a relationship with you, since this does represent your ruling sign. And as far as the hesitation, maybe that could have been it. Maybe you saw that they had multiple options, so you might have been a little hesitant to trust how serious they were. That could have been what was at play in the past. Alright, in the present position, we have the Eight of Coins. So this is the equivalent of the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a Virgo energy. So for you guys, that's your 10th house now. So maybe this is just saying that you're more focused on your career. But on another note, this could just be saying that now, since we have two 8 energies, it could just be saying that in the past you were a bit hesitant to move forward. But maybe now in the present, your energy has changed a bit to where you actually are willing to put in the effort to build a connection with them. So the same way they had Pentacles energy in the past, now in the present you seem to have that too. So that's the other way it could be playing out. So either one is possible. I'm leaning toward it being more likely rather that you're actually willing to put in the work toward the connection now. Like maybe this was just a phase you were going through where maybe you were just feeling a little bit shaky about the connection for whatever reason, but now you're actually willing to put in the work. Alright, as for the present energy on their side, we have the Ace of Wands. So this just represents, usually with the aces, they represent something more in the idea stage, more than actually playing out, but obviously this is almost self-explanatory to say that they want to initiate something with you on a sexual level, right? And we even see looks like 2 figures in the fire. If I could get it to focus, hold on. Yeah, there you go. So there's 2 figures in the actual fire, so that could just be saying that it could get pretty hot and steamy between the two of you, obviously. But yeah, this could just be saying that that's, maybe they're going to be the ones who would initiate that more than likely, but seems to at the very least be what's on their mind. So put it another way, quite simply, they're very attracted to you at the very least. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. And the future energy on your side, we have the Three of Cups. So this is actually Cancerian energy, which for you guys is your 8th house. So again, that could just be pointing to the sexual energy. Another way this could be playing out, because obviously you could see the celebratory vibe in the card. It speaks for itself. So this can just be saying that, maybe you actually do build a relationship with this person and you celebrate it. Maybe you're very happy to be in the connection with the person. Another way could just be saying maybe the two of you go out and party together. That's certainly another way could play out too. And maybe this even just represents, you go home to see your family for the holidays. Because to me, the Three of Cups, a lot of people will assume like third party stuff with this, but the way I always see this card is basically it's a combination of the moon and Pluto energy. So to me, it usually represents long standing connections. So this could be childhood friends or sisters, possibly, just siblings in general. So that could be what's going on there. It could just be as simple as that, they find out you're in a relationship and you guys celebrate it. So, I don't see anything negative playing out there. And like I said, since it is Cancerian energy too, could just be pointing out the sexual energy between the two of you, because the future energy on their side as well is Queen of Chalices. So this is more Cancer energy. So, we could also say that maybe that this is their sign. Maybe you're dealing with their Cancer, because, and then maybe the Three of Pentacles in that regard was pointing to their energy, which for them, Capricorn is their 7th house. So it could just be saying that that was how they were feeling. But yeah, that's, this definitely looks like a pretty passionate card too. But, also a bit romantic, so not like anything raunchy compared to some of the cards in the deck. But yeah, so maybe it's just saying that there's definite sexual attraction with that Three of Pentacles in the past. There's also that desire for them to have something stable with you as well. That could be how that's playing out there. All right, as for the energies on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Staves. So this is the equivalent to the Three of Wands, and maybe this is possibly saying that you guys were just waiting for them to come back around. Because the Three of Staves is usually referred to as that waiting for your ships to come in energy. So maybe this was, even though, like I said, it seems like you were the one who might have been a little bit shy in the past, but maybe you were waiting, maybe you realized you messed up even, but you're like, okay, well, I'm going to see if they're going to make a move toward me. So maybe you were in that energy for a bit and it ended up paying off in that regard. Or for others of you, this could just be saying that you do put in the work and, after coming out of this energy, maybe for a while you were trying to see, all right, are they going to come around? Maybe it wasn't happening. So you decided to make the move yourself. And it could even be pointing to the full moon in Aries energy for some of you that we had recently. So maybe that was what shifted things for you as far as love life goes. And then the bottom of the deck on their side is the Lovers. So this is a major arcana card of Gemini. So definitely, let's say if they are a Cancer, maybe they have some placements in Gemini as well. For example, maybe they have their Venus or their Mercury in Gemini. And if this is just, again, pointing to your concern about the Wheel of Fortune energy, where maybe you felt like they had multiple options and you couldn't necessarily take them seriously, what stands out to me with this card is you do see the angel on this card in particular from this deck actually is Cupid, and he has an arrow pointed at one of the women, so could just be saying that, even if they were the ones who did have multiple options, it looks like they definitely do have one person that they're going to be focusing on, and most likely from the looks of this spread, it would be you. So we'll see if we get anything extra from the Oracle cards, though. So first I'm going to see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck I have here. And for those of you who haven't seen this type of reading from me before, the way it works is I did pre-shuffle it before we started recording. And then I'm actually going to be looking for jumpers. So first I'm going to look to see if there's any unspoken messages from you to them. And then after that, from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while and no cards are coming up, I just take that as a sign to keep it moving, since it is just a general reading. I won't force it, you know, so. Alright, let's see if we get any unspoken messages from you to them first. Okay, nothing coming up yet, but I'll shuffle for a little bit longer before we move on. Okay, nothing coming up there, so I'll see if there's any unspoken messages from them to you. Okay, doesn't look like we have anything coming up there either, but I'll give it a few more shuffles before we move on. Alright, there we go. We got two that came up there actually, so let's see what we got. Alright, it says I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. So, for some of you, maybe this is even to say that with that Ace of Wands energy, you know, maybe they did try to build something stable, and maybe when you seem to have that energy where you weren't really responsive to it, maybe they decided to move on. Maybe that's even what it's saying with the wheel in the past. Maybe it's saying they made an offer, this was your response, and then they might have decided, well, let me see what else is out there, you know. But then maybe they, after a while, they decided, you know what, I definitely want to be with Sagittarius, so maybe they decide to come back around and make another attempt. Wouldn't surprise me either, given that we're going to have Mercury retrograde for a pretty good chunk of the month. And the second card we got is You've Been in My Dreams. So yeah, I mean, pretty much same theme, more or less, right? I mean, signs they're receiving, even if the only signs have been dreams, but obviously you've been on their mind in one way, shape, or form. So, you know, like I said, it could have just been as simple as that. They might have tried to make a pass at you. Maybe you just were, you know, a bit stuck in your head about it, didn't know what to say. And maybe they might have thought, well, I have other options. Let me see what's out there. You know, maybe you're like, oh, great. You know, so maybe you're like trying to see what was going on, you know, trying to see, all right, is this going to work out with someone else? Or maybe there was just a complete disconnect. And they come back in with that Ace of Wands energy. You start to put in the work this time, as opposed to saying, all right, well, let me not miss the opportunity again, right? And then the end result looks pretty positive too. But let's see if we get anything from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck too. So same situation here. I did pre-shuffle this one, and then I'm just looking for one card here, and then we'll just wrap up after that. Okay. Okay, nothing's coming up yet, but I'll give it at least a few more shuffles. I do want to get a card out of here for sure, but if we don't get a jumper after a bit, I could just pull one. I usually like to just get a jumper with the Oracle decks, but won't shuffle all day, so we'll see. Oh, there we go. All right, and the card you guys got is Go to Distance. There's the artwork for it, and the number is 47. So let's see what it has to say. The surface seems pretty positive too. Maybe it's just saying that this does have potential to go the distance, right? But we'll see. All right, it says endurance, strength, the long haul. The Oracle's message. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. So definitely interesting there as far as, like I said, maybe if this Eight of Swords energy is speaking more to like a missed opportunity or what you perceive to be a missed opportunity, could just be saying that just as easily turn that around and actually work towards building something stable. All right, but the relationship message itself says you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So another interesting message there too. And then what the Lovers, which is a major arcana card for Gemini, could even be pointing to as well, was saying that, that being your opposite sign, that's what they're really focused on, is building a long-term connection with you guys. So overall, definitely seems like a pretty positive reading. Like I said, once again, a happy early birthday to you guys, and I'll talk to you all next month. All right, bye.